Hey YouTube, your girl is back. Your girl is back with another video. All right, you guys. So I don't know if anyone will be able to catch this live. It is about 5:55, and I know it is Black Friday. So everybody is probably out doing their holiday shopping and things of that nature. But I just wanted to come because, honey, the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. It's getting confusing, and I don't know what's going on, honey. And so, one moment, let me put my phone on silent. Hey, baby mama too. How you doing? How you doing? All right, y'all. We about to get into some things, honey. We're about to get into some things. Thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna put my phone on vibrate, so I'm not interrupted. Hey, Guyanese, how you doing? How you doing? Let me turn the Wi-Fi off on my phone so I have the strongest connection possible. Because, honey, I want to get into some things today, honey. I am thoroughly confused about what's going on here on these YouTube streets. So we are going to get into it. If you are watching this and you are not subscribed, what are you doing? Hey, Queen T. Hey, Frederick Wright. Hey, Jamie Johnson. How's everybody doing tonight? All righty. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for being here live. Like I said, if you are watching this and you are not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Hey, CC is live. Frederick says, I'm tuned. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, thank you, angel persons. I did enjoy my birthday. I did. My birthday was the day before Thanksgiving, you guys, and I had a wonderful time. I tried to, really enjoy the holidays with my friends and my family. So I didn't want to go live because I know everybody's probably out and about with their families, just enjoying themselves. So I didn't want to go live and interrupt anyone's family time. But I had a excellent time. I went to a hookah bar, had me some drinks with my friends, had some good food, was cute, pampered myself, took myself shopping. So yes, thank you so much, Guyanese. Thank you. Yeah, I had an excellent, excellent birthday. All righty. Thank you. Thank you all so much. So we're gonna get into some things, honey, okay? Because I have been scrolling. Yes, I did eat good. Thank you, Naya Love. Yeah, I ate some. There were like the bar I went to, it had like oven roasted hot wings. And I like hot wings, but I like the oven roasted kind. Like it'd be so much seasoning and flavor. And my friend, she had Philly cheesesteak, so that was good. It was a good time. It was a good vibe. The drinks were good, the hookah was bussing, so it was good. It was good. Thank you, baby mama number two. That always ties my tongue. Thank you so much. All righty. So we're going to get into it, you guys. So I was scrolling on these YouTube streets. Like I said, the holidays, I just been trying to chill, let everybody enjoy their families, not really, overindulge and overwhelm you all with content because it's the holidays, right? So I'm just scrolling. And Lord, last night I stumbled upon a live. And Zolo Banz has entered the Keesha Kaylee chat, you guys. Now, if you all don't know who Zolo Banz was, I heard of him. I don't know if he's always done YouTube, but I was introduced to him from when they were talking about him and Olivia. I guess Olivia from Liv's Life, she's a mommy channel. Him and her were dating or had some type of fling or whatever happened. And so I heard of him through other reaction channels that were talking about him and Olivia and their scandal. I think him and her had some type of falling out. And so that ended up ending some type of way. But I don't really know much about him. I just know that, I knew him from Liv's Life and then people talking about them. So to see him join in on the conversation with Keesha was kind of interesting, which there's nothing wrong with that, because it is an interesting conversation to join in on. Hey ATL Lock Diva. Hi. Hey Cupcake. How you doing? But yeah, so it was very interesting to see him join in on the conversation because a lot of times, you don't see many men chime in. So nothing wrong with him chiming in on the conversation, nothing wrong with him giving his perspective. Like I said, this Keesha Kaylee topic, it has so many different layers, so many different opinions. A lot of people do want to give their input. And so him wanting to join in on the conversation, I didn't have an issue with. But the confusing thing about it was, there was a live last night. It was Mink. Mink was in there. Paris was in there, and there were other people on the panel in there as well. And I I don't know what the goal of the live was, but I'm assuming that everyone's just supposed to be clearing the air. And it sounded as if Mink was giving her perspective, Paris was giving her perspective, but there just was a whole lot of people on that panel going in on D. And I went to some of the other lives and tried to watch the playback, and it was just pretty much the same thing. It was just pretty much the people on the panel, the majority of the people who are supporting his channel or who are joining the channel, they're not in favor of Keesha, obviously. Hey D, hey girl, they was going in last night. I was like, oh my God. And so my thing is this. Like I said, I have no problem with Zolo wanting to chime in and give his input on the situation. I have no problem with that. But if we're going to have a conversation, a successful conversation, how are we going to get here when the viewers, when you all don't know how to calm down? Like, I literally tried to go and watch his content and see what his perspective was, but I really couldn't even get the perspective because the content is filled with so many people who are very aggressively expressing their hate for Keesha and D and expressing their disdain. And that is fine if you don't like Keesha or D or whatever, but I'm gonna need for people to calm down. Okay? I for the life of me, I don't understand how we all want to create these platforms and we want to have conversations about what's going on. CC Live says DB having my blood pressure up. But yeah, I for the life of me, I don't understand how we're ever going to have, and when I say we, I'm just saying people who are creating these content channels for commentary. How are we ever going to have successful commentary channels and successful, hobbies, or if we're trying to make a hobby or a career out of this YouTube thing, how is that going to be successful when we cannot host a conversation without being hateful? Because I couldn't even understand whose side Zolo was on. I couldn't even understand what his perspective was because there were so many people spewing so much hate and so much negativity into the atmosphere. And it was just very confusing to me, is because what is the end goal here? What do you all want? That you know what I'm saying? Like, it was very confusing. It was very confusing. I just didn't understand it. And it's just it's a lot. It is a lot. And hey Latoya R. And I just wanted to kind of come give like some words. I don't know if I would call it words of wisdom, or this is the thing, you guys. And with this whole Keesha Kaylee situation, it's okay if you all don't like Keesha or what she stands for or whatever. Mink say they recruited him. I talked to him. Oh my goodness. Like, it was a lie. It was a lie. And that's what I'm not mad at Zolo. I did not like when he was calling you out of your name, D. I did not like that. And I'll get into that why I didn't like it, even though we're all human. It happens, right? So I'm not judging him. I don't know him personally. But I'm gonna give my perspective on the whole situation. Let's get into the comments. CC says, I get this feeling of them attacking her as if she's my daughter. I'd be ready to fight. I mean, like, they were literally going in. It's like she could not get a word in. And I'm just here to just give like some type of voice, be the voice of reason in this situation. He wanted to apologize. His girl is a Keesha fan. Okay. Cook said Clout is a horrible joy. It is. D said, this is crazy. I respect him. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, to hear him, the last live I caught the one with hey Tia Mar, shout out to my girl Tia Mar. Tia Mar was the first person to ever give me a shout out on YouTube on her page. So I really appreciate you, Tia Mar, for joining me today. I haven't seen you in a while. I know you've been busy with your body butter, y'all. Come get your body butter. TMR says, hi, not exactly. I agree with you. How can we have a successful commentary channel without unnecessary drama? Exactly. And that's what I want to talk about today. I don't really want to dig into the whole Keesha versus Ashley versus, because that is old. That's tired. You know what I'm saying? We could save that conversation for another day. But what I want to talk about today is, when do we learn how to respect each other as individuals and as human beings? Like, thank you. Thank you. Happy holidays to you as well. D says, then they came back and switched up again. They go with the wind. He wanted Keesha to play his music. Oh my God. And that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like this. And I was watching Funky Dineve. If you all don't watch him, he's a wonderful, like, larger commentary channel. He gives a really good perspective. It's like this. Social media has to get out of this team this person, team that person, which means we're going to disrespect each other mentality. We are all adults. Like, at the end of the day, we do not know these people in real life. And so if we're going to create platforms to have conversation, at the minimum, we should keep it respectful. Like, it's okay if you don't like somebody. It's okay if somebody isn't your favorite character on the internet. But where do we draw the line and be respectful so that we can have healthy conversations that do not result in hate trains and disrespect? And just where do we draw the line to just, keep it cute on the internet? This is just the internet. D says, for them to recruit him and encourage him to do this is crazy. It is crazy. Zolo is messy. Clearly, he's in it for the check. D says that sector is way different. AJ said big facts. I told him he could be neutral to get all the facts. Exactly, because this is my thing. Y'all just didn't like Zolo. Y'all just said he was a drug addict. Y'all just said that he was a bomb. Y'all just said that he didn't deserve to be around Olivia's kids. Y'all just said he was abusive. Like, y'all just literally, I knew of Zolo from all of the reaction channels dragging him and Olivia. That's how I heard of him. And it's so crazy that now that he is speaking against Keesha, now everyone is his biggest fan and they're cheering him on. But y'all was the same people in all these reactors' comments dragging the hell out of this man. And that's why I've said there are some. I don't want to call anybody names. Like I said, I want to be respectful. So I'm not gonna judge people who get overly invested, because some people just are passionate. But there are some passionate people on this internet, and it's scary. It's scary, because at the end of the day, why can't we just have a conversation and let it be that and leave it at that? And that's what I was saying. Funky Dineve, he made a really good point, because he was saying how he gets a little bit discouraged doing commentary on reality TV because people don't know how to talk about it and move on. They just want to instantly pin everyone against each other. They want to create this one narrative. No one can grow off the narrative. If anyone has an opposing opinion, it becomes a fight. We have to counsel the person who doesn't agree. And then it becomes a platform where it's full of hate and negativity, and someone who may have a different perspective can't even get a word in. And that is sad. How are you going to create a platform and call yourself a commentary or reaction channel, but no one can come on your platform and have a decent conversation unless they're agreeing with you? That is not okay. And that's my only issue with it. Like I said, I don't know Keesha, in real life. Keisha's not my friend. She's just someone who I watched and I have supported over time. So I don't mind people who don't like her. You know what I'm saying? But to see the way people literally attack each other over this topic, to see the way people literally threaten each other and really take it there when we do not know this lady in real life, it is scary. It is scary. D says, as long as you hate Keesha, they with you. Right. Timar says, right. It's really crazy. It's just sad at this point. Bully Keesha views and click. Exactly. D says, now you're seeing the shit firsthand, right? It's sad. AJ said he is a whole grown man coming for a woman. He needs to stay out of female drama, period. Any man from the hood know that. Exactly. And this is my thing. Like I said, no disrespect to him. He can have a platform if he would like to talk about it. So I don't want to, make it seem as if I just have something against this man because I don't know him. But I just feel like this. We sit on the internet all day and we scream how we want people to be real. We want people to be raw. We respect people who real, right? Y'all sit, and when I say y'all, not the people who, who are viewing this, but people who don't who are on this whole hate train thing. You all sit on the internet and you all talk so gangster and y'all so real and y'all so raw and y'all give it to a straight on chaser. But when does it become real for a grown man to insert himself into some female drama and start calling a woman out her name, bitch, this, hoe this, and y'all can consume that and y'all can eat that up because it goes against Keesha. I can watch a grown man call a woman a bitch, a hoe, disrespect her because this man doesn't like Keesha, or he's giving a opinion that we agree with on Keesha. So it's okay to listen to him call a woman out her name. We can stomach that. And like I said, I'm not God. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes men and women get into it, and sometimes a man will call a woman out her name. It don't make him a terrible person, right? But at the same time, y'all are the same people that bashed the hell out of Jeremy when he called Ashley out her name. So y'all can't hear Jeremy call Ashley out her name. And he only called her a B one time from what I heard in the video that he made. But Zolo literally, the live I looked at today, it was bitch, hoe, all of that, every other word. This is him speaking about a woman. And y'all can consume that and eat that up because y'all think he don't like Keesha. Like, the internet is crazy and y'all have got to snap out of it. This is just the internet. We do not know these people. Like, my God, y'all have got to get it together. And when I say y'all, like, I'm not talking to everybody, but the people who really feel like that type of stuff is okay, something is wrong with that. Cupcake says, I asked God to protect and cover Keesha because the hate for her is so real. See, it's sickening. Like, don't get me wrong. Keesha, like, it's okay Keesha has been on this platform for a long time, and she has done things that have sparked conversation. True enough. But what do y'all want from this girl? Like, what is the end girl? She made, this is her life. What y'all want her to do? Like, what is all this constant conversation and bashing of her? It's okay to talk about her because that's what commentary is. It's okay to talk about somebody. But the way you all talk about her and how upset you all get, it's scary to me because why are we so invested in this? Like, why are we so invested? D says, TMR, I can't lie. I was trying to take your channel out, but I had to go back and look at your commentary. You're not as bad as the rest of them a few months ago. Yeah, TMR gives really good commentary. That's what I said. She's a great example of someone who does commentary. That is a real commentary channel. Her opinion doesn't always favor the person that I may favor, but at the end of the day, she keeps her commentary respectful. If someone comes on to TMR's live and they start going too far off the deep rail and they start getting disrespectful, she cuts it off. Like, she knows how to really orchestrate a successful channel. It's not a cult over there. You can have a difference of opinion and still be heard. That is how you do commentary. But all this new stuff that's coming, the whole chat is filled with hate, and if you say anything outside of what the whole chat is saying, you're getting attacked and call out your name. This has got to stop because this is not commentary. And this is going to ruin it for everyone who wants to have commentary channels because that's not right. It's bullying. It's not right. Naya says he came in knowing nothing. Once he found out hating Keesha ring clout, he hopped right back on the hate train. Right? Because I couldn't even really gather his real thoughts about the situation from watching. All I heard was people insulting and cussing and talking about striking channels, and it just was a lot. It was a lot to digest. I said, I watched Cam's video with Liv talking about him. Zolo is a whole mess. Right? Like, y'all was just dragging this man. Y'all literally was just, he's been to prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all on here calling D a felon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talk about her like a dog, but didn't this man just get out of prison? I'm confused. So what's the difference? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like you all will literally skew your morals and values and what you believe in to just so that you can hate one person. Like, you all will change your whole belief system just so that we can be on one train of not liking somebody. Like, it's crazy. D says he doesn't know anything about Keesha. Not say TMR. Yeah, I love TMR, baby. I love TMR. TMR her channel is very, very good. I love me some TMR. It wasn't about Keesha though. D came to bring receipts and couldn't produce anyone. But that's the thing. I'm not talking about today. We're not going to get into the whole Keesha, all of that type of situation. It's about the way these conversations are being orchestrated. Like, it's okay if you all are wanting D to produce receipts or whatever. It's okay to have that conversation, but we have to be respectful so the conversation can be had. How can D pull out a receipt when people on here calling her stupid? They telling her to shut up. They calling her a felon. They calling her a fraud. She couldn't even gather, from what I saw the last night, she couldn't even take a deep breath without people insulting her, but just y'all want her to pull up these receipts. So if y'all want D to pull the receipts, be quiet, sit back, and let her pull the receipts. But how is she gonna pull receipts when there's 5, 6 people on this platform attacking her from every angle? It says he went from asking for details, then the next day dragging Keesha. I thought you didn't know what happened, bro. Exactly. It just was confusing to me. I was just being honest. I went back and looked again. Yeah, Tia Mars, she's good. Johnny, this is all for views. This is all for clicks and views. He doesn't care. Yeah. Lyrical, I can't produce receipts. I have whole clips. They're not gonna make me play shit. Put respect on my name. I don't owe them. Is okay. Mm. They're literally harassing you. They took away beyond commentary. Right. Like, this is not even commentary anymore. This is just bullshit. Mariah says, hey. TMR says, me, ma'am, I'm covered in the blood. My channel's reaction review. I react to live my life right. Yeah, TMR is her channel is very, like I said, her opinion doesn't always sway in the favor of Keesha. And, you know, her opinion is not always one that we all may agree with, but she keeps it respectful. I can respect TMR because she's not name calling. She's not dragging people. She doesn't allow that on her platform. She keeps it respectful. And that's the thing that people have to understand. When I speak about the Keesha situation, even though my opinion leads in support of Keesha, it leans towards her. I don't have a problem with people who don't agree with Keesha. I don't have a problem with people who had to unsubscribe for Keesha, because everyone's going to have a different opinion. But it's just, let's be respectful. That's all I'm saying. We don't have to agree, but we can be respectful. And with that live that I saw last night with Zolo, that was not respectful. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot have a successful commentary channel if you cannot stomach a different opinion. Like, it's not gonna work. Lyrical says, you said on live for hours, didn't produce anything. D says, just being honest, it was 2 strikes, and I was like, nah, she just had an opinion. Yeah, she just has an opinion. Jen says, because it's clear jealousy. They can't believe a young petite girl who they claim and all that be getting her own bag, and they struggle to do the same on YouTube. I mean, it's something, because it's like, what do y'all want from this girl? Like, why are you all so passionate about it? Like, it's okay to say, girl, I can't support Keesha. She over there being done for Jeremy. I just can't watch that. That's fine. I'm cool with that. But to be like, oh my God, she doesn't deserve this and she doesn't deserve that, and B word this, and like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's kind of like, I don't, any other successful commentary channel, any of the bigger ones, I don't see them doing this. I don't see anyone who has had any longevity on social media doing commentary, the Shade Room, Ball Alert, anyone that does commentary or reactions, or anybody who pretty much talks about what's going on in celebrity news. You don't see them on there getting that personally invested, because it's not that serious, because that's not how you facilitate a successful conversation. If you want to get the conversation going, the key is to be open-minded and respectful. There are people who come in this chat all the time who don't agree with me, but as long as they keep it respectful, you're welcome over here and you can stay, because that is what commentary is about. It's not about picking a side and attacking people. Like, that's crazy. Hey, OC girl. Hey. Yeah, D says it's no beef. Good. Naya says he didn't have any thoughts. He was asking what happened. He didn't even know Keesha had kids. Exactly. Like, you all are sitting on here, like, acting like his word is bond or something, and he clearly doesn't know much about the situation either. It's from the, and you're right, Naya. That's what I got. It's from, to me, it seems like he was just trying to figure out, like everybody else. So I just didn't understand it. I didn't get it. It was weird. It was too much. All righty. All right. Let's see. I'm sorry if I don't get everybody's comments. They're going so fast. Gappy Millionaire says he already said he's doing this for clout and view. Someone like that has no boundaries. Yeah. Because I mean, I just, from what I don't understand how he went from being, in the title, people slandering him for being with Olivia and talking about him and calling him all type of, unthinkable things, and now we're trusting his word to talk about Keesha. Like, pick this thing. If y'all, it's okay that he has a reaction channel now to talk about whatever, but make it make sense. Y'all didn't like him when he was with Olivia. He was a bad person. Now we're on here. Go Zolo, go, yeah. Talk about Keesha. Like that's tired. Yeah, definitely check out TMR's channel. Her channel is lit. It's good. The receipts are posted on her community posts because they know D will shut this mess down. Right. These been showing receipts since February. They don't want receipts. Yeah, they don't want receipts. They just, I don't know what they want at this point. It's like Keesha is still gonna be on YouTube. She's still gonna do her thing. Like, why are we still going in on each other? Like, it's not that serious. All right. All right, it says, but if you come to someone's platform saying you have receipts, shouldn't you be ready to produce them respectfully? Well, this is the thing. Yes, I agree with that. Respectfully, yes. If D came to came to his page and said she had receipts, I don't know what happens. I just came in on the tail end. Yes, if you're saying you got receipts, produce the receipt. But how can you produce a receipt when and everyone is literally on the panel cursing, calling her name like it's a lie? And don't get me wrong, when the first time I went live and D and Paris joined my live, it got crazy, right? But I tried my best to at least, okay, let Paris talk first, then wait till Paris get off, then let D go. Like, I tried my best to facilitate, and I'm not blaming Zolo for what people said in his chat, because you can't control what some people are saying. But I'm saying to the people who were up there on that panel who were demanding for D to produce a receipt. If you want her to produce a receipt, you got to shut up, stop disrespecting her, and let her produce it. And if she can't produce it, okay, that's fine. But how can we have a conversation? How can receipts get produced? How can we have any type of successful conversation if you all want to scream, hoop, holler, yell, and cuss? It won't even let nobody get their thoughts out. Like, that's all I'm saying. It says D posted the receipts on her channel. So they're saying the receipts are on D's channel. All right. It says she came onto someone's platform claiming she had receipts to play. Paris was able to pull up multiple even while being misgendered consistently. Well, no, they weren't going in on Paris as hard as they were going in on D. If Paris was being misgendered, she probably was only being misgendered by D. There was not a whole panel of people attacking her. So Paris was allowed to speak. When she was talking, nobody was saying nothing. If they did chime in and say something, they were chiming in to attack D. Period. It says facts. It gives respect when people find family members and body parts. When people find their family members and body parts on community tab. But if you come claiming to produce receipts, have them ready. I mean, this is okay. So you guys, let's bring it on back. The conversation is not about what happened per se on that live or what D could produce or couldn't produce. The conversation is this: to you all who don't like Keesha and who don't agree with her, that is totally okay. That is totally fine. To you all who don't like D, that is totally okay. That is totally fine. What I'm talking about today is, how can we call ourselves commentary channels? How can we call ourselves reaction channels? How can we do that, but we're not open to at least listening to someone else's perspective? And why is it that we have to go so low and be disrespectful? And that goes for everybody. This is not just me talking to the people that don't like Keesha. This coming from people who support Keesha as well. In order for us to have a successful conversation as a commentary community, we are going to have to learn to respect each other and stop being so overly invested in a stranger's life. You should be able to come on YouTube, give your opinion, whether it be in favor of Keesha, D, or whoever, Paris, whatever, and move on until it's time to talk about something else. You should not be on here screaming, cursing, yelling, hollering, all this, that, and the third, and then When one person does it, it's okay. But then when someone else starts to do it, it's not okay. You all said on here before we knew, and I'm gonna say this every time, and I don't care who get mad. Before we knew who D was, before we knew D's opinion, I heard screaming, yelling, name calling, and disrespect all over somebody's opinion of Keesha. I heard that before D ever came to the platform. When D came to the platform, before I heard D misgender anybody, I heard her being called prison equal, her records being pulled, all that. I heard disrespect towards her before I heard her disrespect anybody. So what I'm saying is, if we want respect, we got to give it. And we can't disrespect people just because they have a difference of opinion and then get mad when they start to be disrespectful back. Gani says, TMR, I'm a bushwatcher, but I have to say you are different from the rest. Yeah, TMR is one of a kind. I love her. It says, they be stalking these community tab. They came right over here. Right. Okay. D was the only one shouting at Paris. There were more than 6 people coming at D all at once. Yeah, D was the only one going in on Paris. Everybody was going in on D, so that's not even an equal comparison. All right, I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. I'm sorry if I missed people comments. I think I'm getting a little behind. All right, so let's go to the very last comment. Oh, it's more. D says, F Paris, I was speaking nice. Paris, man, Keesha got on the phone with. Okay, let's see here. Once y'all seen that Zolo disliked Keesha with y'all definitely came to support him. Exactly. Like, once y'all saw that Zolo was on the Keesha hate train, oh baby, everybody loves Zolo. Now we love Zolo. Zolo was just this terrible person who y'all wouldn't trust around y'all kids. That's what. Now I'm just saying what I saw when people would talk about Olivia. But now Zolo is a credible source because he don't like Keesha. Oh, okay. All right. It says Latoya Trollery says D has receipts for every single thing she has said. She does not live for the drama because it's not her income. This drama with Keesha has become Paris's job. Paris quit her 9 to 5 to do this. All right. Tia Moore said, so now I'm going to exit. You have a good night. Enjoy your holiday. Check. Hey, so all right. See you later, Tia Moore. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. And you enjoy your holidays as well. Oh yeah, I bought some of your butter too. It came, so I have to just go get it out the mailbox. So thank you, and I will be trying that, and I'm excited for it. All righty. It says Paris got hyped when Keesha called D. That made me think what's really the problem Paris has with Keesha. Okay, Christy says what receipts? They asked her to show receipts for 2 hours, and she never did. Zolo said Keesha like a man. Then when she tried to play them, talk over her, exactly like she was trying. From what I heard, she was trying to gather the receipts, but she couldn't get a word in because every 5 minutes somebody insulting her. Howard says Paris played the same clips that everyone has. D got receipts up and down her channel all year. I wouldn't show them on her platform either. I would have told them to come on his platform either. I would have told them to come to my channel and give me the view. D says, as soon as I talked, they cut me off, so I don't have the receipts. Exactly. They wouldn't be quiet. Like what I saw, because I joined in there. It was like she was okay. We wait on the receipts, but everybody just chiming in, saying this, saying that, and then it's the thing. Then today, when he goes live again, there are men in here talking about D. Like what? Men, grown men, calling D out her name. You all claim to be manly men, but you are attacking a female over some female drama. Like, all right, all right, y'all got it. That's the internet, though. That is the internet for you. It says they called out her name multiple times, and when D would say something, they would say she's being disrespectful. They're 1,000% biased. Exactly. As soon as I got the video, Paris said, "Why wasn't Keesha with her kids?" I ain't hear all that. It says facts. That's fine. We don't like each other, but nobody has to really pull out any receipts because who are you all really proving a point to somebody who don't even know you in real life, right? James said, yeah, the way they taught her disrespectful, they would never do that in real life. Never, never. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta stop letting this internet hype y'all to be disrespectful. Because if you sit face to face with somebody, you wouldn't do that. And that's the whole thing with my thing with Paris's commentary. If you and Keesha was sitting in the same room, you wouldn't say all this. You wouldn't say all this just off the cuff. So, your justification for speaking on the children's situation, all that, well, I had a fan base and everyone wanted to talk about it. When they saw what she did to Ashley, I just had to go. But no, baby, no, that's not how it works. And that's the same thing that goes for Paris. I have always called Paris a her. I have always respected what Paris wants to be identified as. We're never going to sit on my platform and have conversations about what Paris may or may not be, because at the end of the day, as a woman, I'm not going to take it there. Now, I'm not going to scold anybody who wants to disrespect Paris and call her, because when you argue with somebody, you're arguing, right? So if somebody want to call her that, they can call her whatever they want to call her, because when grown folks arguing, they arguing. But I'm not going to say, well, I don't like the way that Paris is going at Keesha. So you guys, we can have a conversation today about what Paris' identity is. I'm not going to do that, because that's not how I rock. That's not how I roll, because it's not that deep. This is just the internet. And like I said, y'all claim y'all so real. Y'all can't claim y'all so raw. Y'all claim that y'all keep it all the way real. But what's real about a grown woman calling a grown man inserting himself into some internet drama between two women who don't like each other over a man? And then, because they don't like the way one female is coming, now it's bitch this, hoe this. But y'all are the same people. Y'all can listen to Zolo call D out her name. Y'all can listen to that. Y'all can root for it. Y'all can support it. But as soon as D calls Paris, whatever D likes to call Paris when they arguing, oh, we got to cancel D. Oh, no. Oh, no. We got to protect Paris. We got to protect her. But where was this energy when y'all sit up here and listen to grown men call women out their name? It's crazy. Some of them are commentary channels. Some of them are not commentary channels. They're hate channels. That's what it is. It's hate. In my opinion, it's hate. It's straight up hate. Let me go to the very bottom. Oh, these comments are going fast, honey. I'm sorry. First, I'm going to say, make it make sense. If Zola said he was doing for clout, at least he honest. Mink do everything for clout, but will never admit it. Jamie says, right, that's so whack. It's pure hate. At this point, it's pure hate. And this is another thing. A lot of people like to say, well, Keesha should get tough skin because, there are other people who get talked about. The mommy channels get talked about. But let me tell you all the difference between, hold on one second. Okay, Paris is in here. Hi, Paris. Paris says, well, the comments real transphobic and lie. I didn't quit my job to speak on Keesha. I haven't had a job since 2018. I didn't speak on Keesha till 2020 December. I didn't shout out Zolo live. Okay, so this is the thing, right? So Paris has cleared it up. Paris says she didn't quit her job for YouTube. That's cool. But this is the thing. I don't agree with people misgendering, right? So I'm not going to ever support I'm not going to ever sit up here and host a full conversation about it. Now, what I will say is this. When two people get into it and it's disrespect going both ways, if that person want to call you whatever, that's that y'all arguing. Because if you can open your mouth and if you can call somebody a bitch and a hoe or whatever they call you is whatever they call you. I'm not gonna call you that. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't rock like that. It don't serve me no purpose to call you whatever. But at the end of the day, we put a lot of focus on what the other side of this argument is doing wrong. But we never really put the focus on what other people have done to trigger these reactions. So what I would say to you is, Paris, I personally, before I knew D, and I don't know D, but what I'm saying is before we knew D, before I saw D come on this platform, I have said in your life, and this is not to attack you or anything of that nature, but you call Keesha out her name 50 times. You call Keesha every bitch, every dumb asshole 50 times. Every other word, screaming in the camera, baby. And when D came to the platform, there was several back and forth. You disrespected her, Toya, all that. And so when someone's clapping back at you, you can't tell nobody how to fight and what to fight with. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what Paris says. Paris says, I said it alive against my judgment that misgenders me daily and kept it respectful majority of it. Now, I will give you this. Paris was in that live and she was speaking clearly and trying to get out her perspective. And what I just had a problem with was the outsiders in that live who would not let the conversation go on because they wanted to disrespect D. So I'm not here to nail you to the cross of what you do, Paris. I've already gave my opinion on what your commentary is. So I'm not going to, try to pick apart your commentary. All I'm saying is the people who support this and who keep this going, they're being irrational, because if we can hear your side, why can't we hear anybody else's side without it getting disrespectful? Paris says, I haven't spoken like that in months. Why is everyone else allowed to grow but me? Well, no, this is the thing. I will say, I said it in my last live. You have definitely calmed it down. But I'm talking to the people who get so engulfed and outraged by this drama. I'm not going to sit on here and nail D to the cross because of disrespectful things that she said to you, because at the end of the day, you have been disrespectful to her as well. When D first came on the platform with Toya, it was Toyota, eviction Toya, prison equal. It was all that. So if you're going to name call somebody, if you down for the name calling, you down for it. Like I said, I'm a real bitch. So I'm not finna I'm not finna call a stranger on the internet something that's very hurtful. So I'm not gonna misgender nobody because I don't know you in real life, and I'm not trying to go there with you in real life. But if we're just talking about reality here, when people argue, they go low. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Right. Don't forget she called Jeremy a bottom. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like this, Paris. It ain't that, like I said, it ain't that I am, I'm just saying you don't deserve to grow and somebody should just pin you to the cross. But if you, and that's a good point. I'm glad you said that. If you're allowed to grow, why is Keesha not allowed to grow? So if you want us to respect you and not hold you to the fire for how you used to shout in your camera about Keesha, if you want that from the audience, right, and you want people to allow you to grow, then why can't other people grow? The situation that happened with Keesha and Ashley and all that happened a year ago. Everyone should have evolved from this situation. Everyone should have learned their lesson. So, like I said, at the end of the day, you can do what you do. You don't have to like Keesha. Okay, cool. But we're not going to keep screaming, D's transphobic, she's misgendering. I can't scream that, but then I can sit here and stomach hearing people call people out their name and disrespect people, talk about all this other stuff. I can't do that. If we're going to be even, if we're going to be fair, if we're going to get out here and take the gloves off, we're going to take them off or we're going to keep them on. It's no in between. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that D is right for misgendering you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, when you take it down, if it's up, it's stuck, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no taking it easy on you because of, whatever you may have going on. If you're going to take it down and start going in on somebody, whatever they clap back with is whatever they clap back with. If you don't want to go there, then don't go there. Like I said, I'm not going to get on my platform and I'm not going to say certain things about people because I don't want it to go there. I'm going to be mindful of my conversation and when I'm giving my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Paris says, I was never going to lose my channel. Where are the receipts? Can y'all stop lying without receipts? Okay, I don't know what she's talking about because I ain't saying nothing about her losing her channel. All right, let's see. CC's life says, all right. Let's see. I'm gonna try, and like I said, to keep it respectful to you, Paris, I'm gonna try to only do and I'm not gonna try not to put any comments up here that misgender you. Because like I said, on this channel, hey Nia, thank you for subscribing. On this channel, we can all have a conversation. We can all have the conversation without taking it personal. So out of respect for you, I'm gonna try to breeze past the comments. I'm gonna try to, but I want to ask this. If Ashley had cheated with, I'm going to use Offset and Cardi B, and Cardi B called Ashley a side chick, would you have gone this hard for Ashley? No, no. Nobody would have cared. Nobody would have cared. That's my opinion. Not ex Paris about the tweet for 2017. Paris just lied and said they didn't talk about Keesha in 2020. You know, and even Paris is in here, so let's try to keep it respectful so that we can have the conversation. Like I said, I'm not for the attacking, even though I don't agree with the commentary that you do, Paris. I don't agree with your past approach. You know, let's keep it respectful. Let's not try to attack. Let's try to keep this conversation calm, cool, and collected. That way, we can have a successful conversation. So don't I know we're over here, we speak in favor of Keesha, and like I said, me personally, I'm tired of it being so disrespectful and nasty. So I feel where everybody coming from, but remember, let's not attack Paris either. She's taking her time out to join the live, so let's keep it respectful and calm, cool, and collected. All right, Paris says the 2017 tweets she was talking about Niaja, not Jeremy. All right, let's see. And I'm going to skim through. And I don't hate Paris. I don't know Paris to hate Paris. But like I said, Paris is a pivotal character in this whole drama, because there is this. I will say this. That's when all the side that I'm going to say this. Paris's commentary facilitated conversations that took this original drama that wasn't that deep to a deeper level than it had to go, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. It says, but Paris said on live calling that man homeless, everything. Exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't get me wrong. Paris knows how to articulate her thoughts, and she knows how to express what she has to say. But that does not mean that a lot of the things that she was saying was necessary or correct. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can call somebody homeless, call somebody a bottom, call somebody a bitch and a hoe, you know what I'm saying? What's the problem when people start disrespecting you? So if you don't want to take it there, don't take it there. Paris, I gotta go. Just clean up lies I saw. I'll just say start asking for receipts because people be lying on me. Okay. Have a good day. All right. It says there's always three sides to the story. Their side, your side, and the truth. So until YouTube will never know. Right. YouTube will never know. All right, says, when will the nonsense end? It's not even entertaining anymore. Nobody has changed the mind of the man. Nobody can change the mind of the man. And this is the thing. My goal here is not to change anyone's mind, because we don't have to agree. But what I'm saying is, we cannot start this whole wave. I'm someone who is in the commentary sector or entering into the commentary sector, and I like to see my Black people win. I like to see everybody be able to eat and be successful, right? And I enjoy commentary. I enjoy Lovely Tea. I enjoy Daytime Tea Time. Hell, even though I didn't like what Tasha K did to Cardi B, I like Tasha K, some of her content. You know what I'm saying? I like Funky Dineva. I like the commentary channels. But what people are doing now is they're turning this sector into harassment, bullying, and hate trains instead of it just being commentary. All I want for it is just to go back to being commentary. You don't got to change your mind about how you feel about Keesha. You don't got to change your mind about how you feel about Paris. But can we just get back to having respectful conversations? That's all I'm saying. Cece says, Paris, I was leaving people are telling the truth. All right, let's see. I just wish people would learn we were going to make mistakes in our life. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Because it's like, why do we have to take it that far? It is not that deep. Like, it's not that deep. Like, what are we going to do about it? One second, child. It is not that deep. I'm sorry. Jasmine says commentary doesn't have to stop the hate and obsession. Exactly. The commentary doesn't have to stop. We can talk about Keesha. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about the things that we don't like. But let's keep it respectful and stop being hateful. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. And even in Zolo's live, it sounded as if Paris was getting her thoughts out. And it was coming across. She was giving her perspective. And then as soon as Dee starts talking, everyone is just goes into attack mode. And it's like, oh my God, what do you all want? What y'all want? Shit. If she can't talk, what's the point? Curls of softest cotton, says Jasmine. How can you say that hate has to stop when you're a faithful viewer of D and all she does is pour hate onto anyone who doesn't love Keesha? You all are hypocritical. Well, this is the thing. D claps back at people who come for Keesha. Now, does it have to go to certain levels? No. But at the end of the day, if we can support Paris, if we can support, now people are supporting Zolo, you can definitely support D. Definitely. Because all of it is disrespectful, if we want to be honest. That's the thing. Like, people want to just only talk about D's disrespectful, Keisha's dumb. But it's the conversation is just, it's too one-sided for me. Why are you calling me names at 37? T says they were deflected to keep the audience from hearing the clip. We all know D always has her receipts. Yeah, they wouldn't let her get a word in. They wouldn't. Yeah, so they lied and said that he disrespects D. They made pages comment on Paris Live using his name. Yeah, this is what was said about D's son. They tried to say that he called his mom out her name. They tried to say that he said a bad word to his mom. But this is my thing. I'm sorry, I'm taking my vitamins. This is my thing, right? You're talking about a child. This is a child. Even if a child did say a bad word to their parent, why are we talking about a child? Like, why are we talking about anything a child has done? Children do a lot. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't even indulge in that conversation. I didn't even watch that one because I didn't even want to hear anyone even speaking about that situation. So that was one I just grazed over. But it's a child. Even if a child said a cuss word to his parent, it's a child. So what is the goal of talking about it? What's the goal? Hey, Cam. I know I see everybody saying, hey, Cam. Cam talked too much. Okay, hey, Cam. Thank you for joining. You know what I'm saying? So it was unnecessary to have a conversation about what a child said. So D took offense to that. That's, for example, if my child does something bad, let's say my child acts up in school. Let's say my child says something disrespectful to the teacher. That's my child, and it's a child who doesn't know any better. So even if you thought you heard my child say something or do something or whatever, that's not a conversation that we as adults should be having, because children are going to do things. Children are going to make mistakes. Children are going to say some things they probably shouldn't say, but it's a child. So we shouldn't be talking about nobody kids and what they said, period. So once you make a live and you're saying, oh, that's why your son said this, you're trying to make it seem like, what you trying to say about my child? Are you trying, what are you trying to say? And people are saying that the child didn't even curse. Like, what are you trying to say by doing a whole live about what my child said? Are you wanting people to view my child in a certain type of way? Are you wanting the internet to drag my child? So y'all can stomach a video like that, but then when D clap back and say something, oh my God, D is just a terrible person. Hell no. Paris said she was combing out his naps. Then said all black people have naps and that's how to insult. Then minutes later said D was wrong for calling somebody's son nappy head. It's exactly like you shouldn't have been talking about the child, period. And like everybody's saying, the child, from what the people in the chat are saying, the child said stop it. He never even said a cuss word. You know what I'm saying? So, and then another thing, like if you tell me go calm your daughter naps, where you at? What you want to do? Because why you even mentioning my child? So You cannot twist that, and that's what I'm saying. When one part of this, when Paris says something, it's well, technically, well, no, she didn't say it. She didn't really. All she said was, I mean, everyone has nappy hair, but then let that would have been D. Let that would have been D. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too much. Curls of Kai says, now did you hear the clip Paris? I know I didn't hear it, but it was unnecessary conversation to have, period. I don't care what the clip said. Why are we talking about what a child said? Why are we talking about a child? I don't care what she was trying to prove. I don't care if she didn't really say the child said anything. I don't care. We should not be talking about anything that came out of a child's mouth because it's a child. So I don't really care what the clip said. It's a child. I'm going to say it one more time. I don't care the technicalities of the clip. I don't care if Paris really didn't say that the child said. I don't care about none of that. We shouldn't be talking about nothing that a child said because it's a child. All right, I was personally on the live and would be willing to stand before a judge to defend my statement. He said, stop it. Yeah, like, why y'all keep telling me something? Did you hear the clip though? No, and I don't want to hear the clip because we should not be talking about what a child said. It's a minor. If my child come in the room and say I robbed the bank, we ain't finna talk about that because this is a child. It's a child. Like, what are we talking about here? It don't matter what the clip said. I don't care what the clip said. I don't care. It shouldn't have been a conversation. It shouldn't have been a separate video made. You asking for it. You're asking for it. I don't care what we talking about. If you tell me my child, if you make a whole video saying my child said something, it's up and it's stuck. Ain't none. I don't care what, none of that. It's a child. Exactly. They be talking about August all day. Well, listen, I never talked about August. I never talked about Hazel's twin, and I never said so. If a conversation has been had about anybody else's child, if D has had a conversation about somebody's kids, D was dead wrong too, because it's children. I don't discriminate. So whether D said it, Paris said it, I don't care. Barack Obama said it. Whoever talk about children, you're wrong. Period. Period. So I don't discriminate. So saying, well, D said something, I don't care about that. If D said something about somebody's child, she was wrong. Because it's a child. Period. And then Paris lied and said she never said her son called her the B word. We all saw the video of her telling her followers that he said that. Paris straight denied. Yeah, I heard that part. I didn't sit through that whole live though. Hey, Shay. And nobody. I never seen anybody talk bad about August either. All right, Latoya Charlery says, the woman told you to worry about your son before he grows up to be a felon. The woman is a stripper. D said, don't worry about my kid. Worry about not letting your daughters become strippers. Okay. It says, nobody ever talks bad on August ever. I wish it was like that for all of Keesha's kids. Exactly. Like, y'all get amnesia. Y'all get amnesia when it comes to Keesha and her children. But Lord, let it be somebody else. D has a felony and the woman is a stripper. That's how it went. Yeah, and I saw the interaction back and forth with Hazel and D, and D was just basically saying, and this is not me justifying it, like I said, because when people get talk about keeping people kids, I check out because I don't even want to even, you know what I'm saying. But she was telling her make sure they ain't going to be strippers or something. I don't know. Either way, speaking on kids is disrespectful. Period. So it don't matter who said it. I'm not finna indulge in that. Chanel says, and when you misgender someone in docs and dig up their family stuff, it's up and it's stuck as well. You can't do wrong to someone and then tell them how to get mad. And I am wrong. But see, yeah, but this is the thing. You're not wrong, but your order of events are wrong. Before D ever came to this platform, Keesha was getting called every name under the sun. Her baby daddy was getting called gay. People were calling CPS on her. All of that was going on before D ever called Paris whatever she calls Paris. People was pulling up D background. All of that was done beforehand. So what you're saying is correct if D just came out of nowhere and started clapping back at Paris. But that's not what happened. Paris had been on the scene. She had been being disrespectful. She had been talking shit. And D came to defend her friend because they was calling sponsors and they were calling CPS and they were disrespecting and threatening her friend. Let's not forget what Mama Kim said. So what you're saying is right, but the order of events you got wrong. All right, let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. The comments are going so fast. I can clearly see side eyes on what I'm saying. Like I said here. I mean, I'm just on the side of real life. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on the side of I don't really care to pick a side. It's just it's right and it's wrong. And it's wrong to sit up here and overlook the wrong actions of everybody else, but then we want to pick apart Keesha. So what I came on this to talk about today was the same people who got mad at Jeremy for calling Ashley a B, the same people who get mad if anything is disrespectfully said about Keesha in any type of way, the same people who claim they hate disrespect, they want people to keep it real, are the same people sitting on a grown man platform, hearing him call a woman out her name, and they don't give a damn. They're the same people who heard Paris call Keesha out her name before we even knew D, and they didn't give a damn. So all I'm saying is, let's be fair. Let's be fair. So if that means that I'm on Keesha's side, then oh well. But let's just be fair. It doesn't have to be hostile. Curls of Cotton, you come in here all the time and you disagree with me, but I let you stay because I respect your opinion. I'm not bashing you or shunning you away. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not here to be like, oh, somebody, this person. It's not that. But what I'm saying is we call ourselves commentary channels, but then we don't let people have a difference of opinion. You don't agree with anything I say, but you're welcome here because guess what? I respect your opinion. Everyone can have a different opinion. That's the only reason I'm here. I'm not here to be Team Keesha. I'm not here to be Team D. I'm not here to tear Paris down. All I'm here to say is, why can't we have commentary channels where we keep the conversation, we can have open-minded conversations? That's it. That's all. It's people in here right now who do not like what I'm saying. But guess what? You can stay. Just keep it respectful. And I respect yours and some of your opinion, your perspective. Keisha should have gotten you to defend her, not D, in my opinion. Well, thank you for that. Thank you. You right now, it's up and stuck. I got disrespect in the chat. I didn't know, and I did nothing but ask a question. It's not, yeah. It gets, and that's what I'm saying. It gets real cult like you can't even call in and try to give a different perspective without people attacking you and calling you dumb and coming on here with all the energy. Like, it's just too much. All I'm saying is, can we calm down? I ain't saying stop. We don't have to stop. Let's just tone it down a little bit. That's all. She came as Mink Mob D. Now all the trolls know her full name and where she lives. I don't see why the trolls are crying about Paris. Right. And they was pulling up the background and all that when they saw her on Toya Live. They was ready to eat her alive. So, I feel like people get amnesia about how the disrespect started. Not about how the situation started, but just how the disrespect started. Excuse me, y'all, for chewing. If you all look, this is non-sponsored, but these are some good gummies. Let me see. I don't know how to do this. I got them off Amazon. These are some good elderberry gummies. If you all, just a little sidebar, if you all want some good vitamins to take daily in this flu season. All right. Keesha didn't get, okay, I'm sorry. It says, but Paris didn't do that. Neither did any of these people that mink docs. If I rob you, I will hope you would come after me and not my friends. Okay. Yeah, this some good gummies, y'all. Right. Paris told him to report Keesha for child abuse. They blaming lips of Ellie. No, that was Paris. Penny Proud, you're lying. Paris ain't never laughed at it, that woman kids. Now, I don't know about that one, Chanel. Now, I'm not going to accuse Paris of maliciously saying anything about her children. I'm not going to say that. But I can say there were plenty of kikis when people were in the comment section talking about her children. There were plenty of laughing. Just like right now, if someone comes on this platform and they start misgendering Paris or they start talking about her like a dog and I start laughing, you all are going to assume that I'm co-signing what they're saying. So she, she definitely has kiki. I seen it with my own two eyes. It says Paris also lets people say Jordan need a helmet by saying Keesha is neglectful. They love to pick and choose what's right and wrong. Yeah, they love to pick and choose what's right and what's wrong. And that's what I was saying. It's like people, they love to say, well, Keesha isn't the only one who gets hate. Look at the mommy channels. But this is the thing. When people speak about My Jazzy Life and Liv's Life and Strong Mommy Chrissy and all the other mommy reactors, they talk about it. They talk about what they see and they move on. They don't come out with receipts trying to make it seem like they said something. They don't try to dig up all these people, family members and ex co-workers and all that. They literally talk about what they see and they move on. They do it frequently, and I do feel bad for My Jazzy Life sometimes because she does get it a lot. But they talk about what they see and they move on. And the people who talk about the mommy channels, they are honest about the fact that they just don't like what's going on. They don't try to cover it up with anything else. But when you talk about Keesha, people want you to pick a side. They want you to feel that she's a liar. They want you to feel that she's manipulative. They want you to feel that she doesn't deserve to be on this platform. And if you don't agree with that, they start attacking you. That's not what happens when people talk about the mommy channels. People have that conversation, they move on. But when it's just for some reason, when you talk about Keesha, oh baby, all hell break loose. Shaquina Brown says, I don't understand why Dee can't defend her friend. It's fair game to drag Keesha, but God forbid if her friend sticks up for her. Now it's a crime. Exactly. Exactly. Because let's be honest. If y'all don't feel like Dee should defend Keesha and Dee knows Keesha in real life, Dee has a relationship with Keesha in real life, then why the hell was Paris defending Ashley? Paris don't know Ashley. Hazel was already on that and finna defend Ashley. So if you all can support Paris speaking up for Ashley, what the hell is the problem with Dee? Speaking up with Keesha. People, family, and loved ones are off limits. If someone offends me, I may throw jabs back at the person without mentioning any of their loved one. Loved ones, people get too personal with me. Right. It gets too personal. That's all I'm saying. And this one lady that was on Zolo's platform, she's up here yeah, I'm about to be striking channels. I'm about to be doing this. I'm about to be doing that. And she's up here, y'all gonna be eating off y'all gonna be kissing my feet. I'm the queen. And I'm just like, this is crazy because people are really, really, really invested, and it's very crazy. Now, somebody just said on Zolo platform and said they about to strike everybody, and y'all like, yes, get them, girl, take me down. But let Keesha say she finna do that. Oh my God, Keesha striking smaller content creators. But ain't that what you do when somebody's saying something about you? You know, and when it's done against Keesha, it's okay. But when Keesha do it, all hell gotta break loose. Man, get out of here. All right. Delana defending Keesha is not the issue for me. I had no problem with that. The issue is her docs people and she thinks it's funny. All right. Let's see here. Oh, not so fast. Her Discord has everything to do with everything. If you're posting in the Discord about children, her brand deals, etc. Yeah, she definitely did talk about those brand deals. Paris is the only one to invest it. Her and Toya and neither have room to talk. And this is the crazy thing about it. This is how quick people switch up just to hate Keesha. When Toya when Toya started doing the commentary on the love triangle, Toya was never someone who really stuck up for Keesha. She didn't like a lot of things that Keesha did. But in the particular situation with the love triangle, Toya was understanding of where Keesha was coming from. And Toya introduced us to Dee, and Toya was speaking out in support of Keesha. She made it clear, look, y'all, I mean, normally I don't like what Keesha do, but she made it clear that in this situation, Keesha was not wrong. Girl, they attacked Toya. They talked about the way she looked. They talked about everything. Girl, I'm talking about, man, they blocked Bree. Who is Bree? Where Bree at? But is it thank you. Thank you. But yeah, so I'm trying to find Bree. Is it Bree TV? I don't know. I don't want to block the wrong person. But yeah, so pretty much when Toya came to the platform and when she was speaking out in support of Keesha, it was insult her, drag her, oh Toyota this, Toyota that. And then all of a sudden, as soon as Toya opinion changed because she did a video on Jeremy, Keesha didn't like it and all that type of stuff. As soon as Toya's opinion of Keesha changed, now Paris and Toya are back cool. But Paris, you literally dragged the hell out of Toya, called her broke, talked about her like a dog, talked about her appearance, all that now. You talked about like a dog when she was speaking up for Keesha. And then as soon as her opinion changes and she goes back to disliking Keesha, now y'all buddy. Toya literally did a whole live where she was in the car really going in on Paris. Paris had really upset her. Y'all was literally on this internet, legit internet beefing. But as soon as Toya changes her narrative back to thank you all, because I didn't know who to block. Thank you all. But yeah, as soon as you all changed, as soon as Toya changed her tone and Toya goes back to talking shit about Keesha, now, oh, her and Paris are the best of friends. Oh my God. Da-da-da-da. Listen, ho. I don't mean to call about no ho. I'm just speaking in my mind. Ho, if you don't talk about me, I don't care if we do share the same opinion. Baby, you ain't got nothing else to say to me. Period. Period. I don't care if we do got the same enemy. I don't care if you do agree with what I'm saying. After you done said all this shit about me, girl, we ain't got nothing to talk about. And when I say listen, ho, that's how I would talk to the person. Listen, ho, get out my face. Get out my face. I ain't got nothing for you. I was Toyota. I was eviction Toya. I was broke. I was all this, that, and the third. Y'all talked about the way I look. And now you my friend again because now I'm back not liking Keesha. But y'all say that y'all respect it though. Y'all think that's real. Y'all think that's raw, right? That's respectable. Hell no. And that's where we have to stop allowing social media to skew our reality. Because if we're on the streets and you insult me because you don't agree with my opinion on something and you start calling me out of my name and you start talking about me and talking about my parenting and insinuating I can't take care of my kids, baby, you don't have shit to say to me after that. Period. So, baby, that's what I'm saying. But because we're on the internet and because we don't like Keesha, that's okay, though. Child, please. All right, y'all. Look, y'all say people been dragging Keesha for years, right? You see everyone let it rock. It's when y'all took it too far, calling her brands, talking about her kids, etc. Stop it. Exactly. People have been not liking Keesha. Keesha has had her share of internet feuds, but it never went this far. It's never went this far. Let's see. When you have young kids with said man, you know what you would do. All right, y'all. Yeah, after I'm almost done. I'm finna get off the live in a few minutes, y'all. But yes, after I get done going live, y'all go catch these live. I'm finna be on here for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm texting. It's a double standard for me. It's the double standard for me. Alrighty. It says their hate for Keesha is obsessive. It's obsessive and it's sad. Because it's kind of like, we have to start like social media. And this is what I think it is. I feel like social media allows people to create their own reality, right? Social media is a wonderful tool. It allows us to show people what we want to show them. It allows us to it allows us to tell our own story. Oh, thank you. First, say, Mama, thank you. And I feel like people get caught up in this false reality that goes on social media. On social media, people can filter out and they can show us what they want to show us. They can show us the good, the bad, or whatever. And most people just choose to show the good. Most people just choose to show the glory. Most people just choose to show their wonderful moments. And so a lot of time, those people who show a lot of the ups and a lot of the happiness, they get the popularity and they get the following because people love just that false reality of perfection and glitz and glam. And so when you have those people who they still have a wonderful life. They still have the glitz and glam, but they have hiccups and they're vulnerable about that. And they show that people prey on people like that to, I guess, I don't know. Like, it's weird. It's weird. I feel like the people who kind of get vulnerable with us and show us their imperfections, social media like uses that to try to uses the fact that they're being open and honest as a means to like chastise them. Because they're like, how dare you not come on here and be perfect? How dare you not come on here and give us the image that we're expecting of you? It's like social media holds people to this high standard. And if you don't meet it, if you're not one of those people that hit what social media says that you should be, then you're done. Off with your head, you're done. And it becomes this whole cancel culture, and we can't support this person because they're not doing it exactly the way we want them to do it. They're not doing it the traditional way. They're not doing it exactly how we want them to do it. So we need to attack them and bash them until they figure it out, until they fix it. And what people have to realize is when these cameras go off, when we put these phones down, guess what? We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all Nina says, are you from the South? Now I'm feeling a Southern connection. Like, I'm not getting biased y'all from the South, baby. I'm from the country. I'm from Macomb, Georgia. I'm from Macon, Georgia. But yes. But yeah, when we put these cameras down, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all fall short. We all bleed the same blood. We all breathe the same air. We all wake up with the same 24 hours. And so I do not understand how people can't sit back and understand that no one is perfect. And so while we can give each other advice and have conversations and have commentary channels and reaction, there is never a need to go in on somebody for being human, for doing things that normal people do. It's normal. It says hair too cute. Thank you. But yeah, it's normal. And I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's right, but it's normal to hear somebody that got a cheating ass baby daddy. It's normal to know somebody who don't sleep with somebody's man. It's normal to know somebody who took their man back 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times. These things are things that happen in day-to-day life. We got a grandma and a granddaddy who dealt with infidelities. We have a sister or a brother or a cousin who let their significant other go upside their head and they went back to them. We in real life, we know people who have hot mess situation going on, and we love them and we support them. And guess what? We move on. Just like parents like to drag people with different opinions. Now I remember what they did to you. Now parents, they tried to belittle a lawyer. Exactly. They tried to belittle a lawyer. This girl is a lawyer. She's an educated woman. And they tried to call her dumb all because she did not agree. And what I'm saying is, in real life, would you never talk to your mama again if she took her cheating baby daddy back? In real life, would you never talk to your cousin again if she called her baby daddy or the baby mama a side chick? In real life, would you cut your best friend off if she talked shit about the girl that was sleeping with her baby daddy? Like, in real life, would you be this amp? Would you be this hype? So don't let social media turn you into a beast that you wouldn't be in real life. Everybody want to sit up here and play perfect Patty. Everybody want to sit up here and pull out all these receipts and make it seem like, oh my God, Keesha's a terrible person. Oh my God, cancel her. Call CPS. Y'all want to do all this, but would y'all be doing this in real life? Don't let the internet hype you to be so upset. Because it's not that serious. We don't know Keesha. Keesha don't pay none of our bills. We don't have to lay down with Keesha. We don't have to raise our kids with Keesha. Keesha don't have to help us through our daily life. Keesha can do what she want to do. We can talk about it because it's on social media, but we learn how to move on. And that's the problem. We have this superior complex as if one person is better than the other. Nobody is better than nobody. We all have been through some things. We all have had a walk through life. Okay? Everyone sitting up here want to say, well, D said this and D said that and D said this. And I see Mama Kim's name. But y'all sit up here and y'all let Mama Kim threaten the hell out of Keesha and y'all didn't say anything. This lady was literally in everybody's chat, everybody live, threatening to do bodily harm to Keesha. Up here talking crazy and reckless. And then when in real life, if an old lady walk up to you, and excuse me, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Let me not say old lady. But if an older woman, an elder, comes up to you in real life and slap your food off the table, cuss you out, spit in your face, hit you, you're going to react regardless of what that person's situation can be. But then when D claps back, you all love to scream, well, Mama Kim is an older woman battling cancer, and my heart goes out to her. I hope she's okay. But if her health was a concern, she don't need to be on the internet indulging in anything that could add more stress to her already stressful situation. So if anything, instead of saying that D shouldn't talk about Mama Kim because Mama Kim has a health issue, how about telling Mama Kim your health is more important than sitting on the internet dragging somebody? You think I would give a damn about Keesha if I'm sitting up here battling cancer? You think I would give a damn about who Keesha don't like? You think I would care? I wouldn't give a damn. My health is more important than all of this. I wouldn't care about the internet. I wouldn't care. But because we live in the internet and because everybody's so perfect, it's okay to verbally attack somebody, knowing that you may have an issue going on, knowing that you have cancer. It's okay to attack somebody and lash out at them and be nasty and hateful to them. But the person whose feelings you're trying to hurt, they can't come back and defend themselves because you got cancer. That ain't how it works in real life. That's not how it works. And so we need to come back down to reality and humble ourselves. All of us. Don't nobody owe nobody nothing. Nathaniel, like we say in the country. You don't owe nobody nothing. That's what y'all hollered when we learned about Ashley and Keesha in that situation. Ashley don't owe Keesha nothing. Okay, and so Keesha don't owe her anything. Don't nobody owe nobody nothing. So why are we so heavily invested when we close our laptops, when we put down our phones? Guess what? What goes on in Keesha's life, in Dee's life, in Paris' life, it does not affect us. So why are we beefing with strangers on the internet? Why are we calling people out their name? Why are we threatening to do something to people? Why are we what's going on? And we get this selective memory. Like, we only remember what Keesha said. We all remember what Dee said. We only remember the negative things that came out of their mouth. But we forget how this all started. We forget how we got here today. We forget about that. So I'm just asking the internet. I'm about to get off here in a second, but I'm just asking the internet to be realistic and be respectful. But yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, be realistic and be respectful. That's it. That's all. At the end of the day, we're all human. But we cannot sit up here and continue to be hypocritical and call it and be hateful and riot for division and disrespect and call it commentary. If it's commentary, let's talk about it and move on. If it's commentary, we shouldn't be calling them out their name. If it's commentary, we shouldn't be doing all this extra stuff. Let's learn how to talk about it and move on. Because nobody is perfect. And to see so many people going at each other neck over a situation, and none of us was impacted by it. Your direct deposit from your job is still the same dollar amount, whether Keesha with Jeremy or not. Why are we so heavily invested? I just want commentary to be commentary again. Because what I'm seeing is not commentary. It's hate, it's bullying, it's harassment, it's you can't say anything without getting called out your name. Let's respect each other and respectfully move on. And I'm going to leave everybody with that. I thank you all for joining. It says you're right. It's sad to say it's past coming to now. Some people have earned the monthly. Some people earn monthly income from this, and it won't stop yet. Yeah, but I'm just wishing peace for everybody involved in this situation because it has gone too far. And the things that the people who hate Keesha are up here justifying just so they can have someone on their side is crazy. When did it be okay to co-sign a grown man calling a woman a bitch and a hoe and a slut? And I'm not saying he said all that, but I'm paraphrasing, but calling a woman out her name. When was that okay? It was never okay until it started being done to Keesha and D. So, like I said, let's all learn to move forward in light and love. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for rocking with me. If you have not subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe. And let's get back to good old commentary, you guys. I want you all to enjoy your holiday season. Enjoy your your children, put up your Christmas trees, eat you some leftover turkey and macaroni, and I just want everyone to be peaceful. Okay, peace, love. See y'all later.